Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. Welcome back to the daily discussions. I'm your host, Hawk Sensei, Professor Hawk. And today's topic of discussion is sticks and stones. Yep, growing up, I remember the phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. You think about that as a kid, and you know it's a lie. You know it's a lie. Because when somebody say something that hurts your feelings, what you do? You get mad, you cry, you tell the teacher or your mother, they hurt my feelings. They hurt my feelings. Right? Living this life and maturing as you get older, you realize in some instances you would rather deal with you would rather deal with physical pain as opposed to emotional pain. Right? Emotional pain, at least from my experience, it lasts a lot longer than physical pain. Now, if you're up in years, you're up in age, it's going to take a lot longer to heal, you know what I mean, from falls and bruises and injuries. We're not talking about that. We're talking about for the average person, average healthy person. Heartbreak is one of those emotional pains that you may sit there and say, man, I'd rather have a broken leg than this. I'd rather have a broken anything than a broken heart. You know what I mean? A broken heart. It really hurts. I don't know if you ever had your heart broken, but it goes deeper than just a romantic relationship. A friendship going south can break your heart. Moving away from your friends can break your heart, or them moving away from you. Losing a loved one can break your heart. Betrayal can break your heart. You know what I mean? Disappointment. Finding out somebody isn't who you thought they were. That can break your heart. Losing a pet can break your heart. There are many different things that can cause emotional pain and emotional scarring in our lives. So I want to bring that phrase to you again. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. Idealistically, that would be true. And for some of us, it is true. But it's not the case for everybody. Especially when we live in a society that coddles, so to speak, people who are easily offended. I don't really know what other way to put it. I think this may be the case because physical pain, I would think, is at a minimum in our society. You can literally go your entire life without ever being attacked by anyone or anything. It's possible. Right? I can't say that I've ever been randomly attacked. And I haven't lived in the most affluent or safest neighborhoods. Okay? So I think it's more so about how one conducts themselves, or how often one is within the vicinity of danger or illegal activity. That's neither here nor there because the topic of discussion is about sticks and stones, the phrase. That phrase we heard growing up. You get to a point in your life where you do one or two things because you've taken on so much stress in a form of emotional trauma or disappointment, whatever those heartbreaks or mental anguishes may have been. You get to a point where you either snap and you lose it, or you become numb and understanding. You're like, well, if I cry about it, it's not going to change anything. And I can't physically change the situation myself, so what's the point in caring about it? I'll just throw my hands up and focus on something else. Something that's more important, something I can actually affect and change. Right? Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. You don't really have to worry about being stoned to death this day and age. Unless you're talking about lead bullets, then I guess you could say that's stoning. Modern day stoning. But we've come to a point in humanity where I would say we are at our weakest. Spiritually, physically, and intellectually. We're at a place where almost everything can hurt us. We are extremely vulnerable. It only takes 3 pounds of pressure to someone's temple to knock them out. Unconscious. I don't know what the world record for holding your breath underwater is, but people actually train and practice to do that for extended periods of time. People like David Blaine, so to speak. You know what I mean? But if your nose and mouth is covered in water, you'll die. Human beings are quite fragile when you realize how easy it is for us to lose our lives. Right? What I'm really talking about is the strength to overcome. That's the reason why I'm talking about sticks and stones. Because that phrase is meant to make you stronger from ridicule and being ostracized and having your quote unquote feelings hurt. Right? This phrase was popular and used in a time where there were no safe spaces. You had to toughen up. You had to have a harder exterior if you were going to make it. If you were going to blend in or even stand out. And we can see this play out every single day on the internet, on social media. Because social media is where people like to really speak their mind, especially when they have the anonymity of a computer screen. They don't have to be face to face with you, so they can say what they really want to. Right? Everybody's a critic. That's why these phrases that I bring to you day after day were popular. They call them cliche because they've been overused. And they've been overused because there is some truth to them if they are not inherently just unfalsifiably true. They're true in a lot of different situations. So when we talk about sticks and stones, We're talking about the metaphorical strength of being able to endure whatever abuse or obstacles or trials or tribulations may come your way. That's what it is. It's a phrase of strength. It's a phrase of empowerment. It's a phrase to intimidate your would-be bullies or oppressors. Try as you may, you cannot break my spirit. You can break my bones, but you cannot break my spirit. You cannot break me. That's what the phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me, is supposed to convey to your opposition, or as you would say these days, your ops. Yes. Yes. I'm hip. Don't get it twisted. But all in all, before I wrap the video, I want you to think about that statement. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. It's meant to give you strength. It's meant to give you a spiritual armor to endure. It's meant to mentally condition you to ride out the storm, to deal with whatever issues or obstacles the world or other people may present before you. It's a samurai spirit-esque saying. The samurai spirit is the indomitable spirit, the spirit of never giving up and never quitting and never surrendering. That's the samurai spirit. I've always respected Eastern culture in that aspect. I love honor and tradition and philosophy. That's what intrigues me. So, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this daily discussion, please leave me a like, because I know you like it. Share the video because you're not stingy or selfish. You know that other people need to hear this. And last but not least, subscribe, because you more than likely came back to this channel too many times not to push that button, so do me that solid. Once again, I'm Professor Hawk. I'm signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. I hope every day you're waking up with a plan and a purpose and a smile. Hey, and if you're not waking up with a plan, purpose, and a smile, at least you're waking up. Till next time, guys. Class dismissed.